There's something even trickier than laziness, and that's procrastination disguised as productivity. You know what I mean? We keep ourselves busy making to-do lists, tidying up our desks, hunting for inspiration, but the main task, untouched. In this video, we're going to break down 10 practical steps that can help you escape the cycle of procrastination that wears the mask of being productive. The first step is awareness. You need to recognize the patterns. Procrastination rarely looks obvious. It's not always, "I'll do it later." More often, it sneaks in through activities that look productive but actually pull you away from what matters. Imagine sitting down to write a report, then suddenly you remember your desk is messy, so you start cleaning. Or maybe you open your laptop, but instead of starting your work, you open a new tab and begin searching for inspiration. It feels like progress, but at the end of the day, the core task is still at 0%. That's the subtle trap. Procrastination doesn't always look like lying on the couch. Sometimes it looks like busyness. The second step is about setting priorities. Productivity isn't about how much you do, but whether you're moving in the right direction. A lot of people fall into the trap of feeling useful just because their schedule is packed. But being busy doesn't always mean being important. Think about it. You can fill your entire day with organizing files, replying to endless chats, or scrolling through random articles. But does that actually move your big goals forward? This is where priorities come in. Ask yourself one powerful question every morning. If I could only accomplish one thing today, what would be the most important? The third step is breaking down tasks. One of the biggest reasons we procrastinate is that the task feels overwhelming. It's like standing at the bottom of a mountain with no clue where to start. So what do? We run to easier distractions. But the secret is to chop the mountain into smaller, manageable hills. Instead of saying, "I need to finish this entire proposal," break it into steps. Open the document, write an outline, draft the first paragraph. These tiny moves may seem small, but they trick your brain into starting. And once you take that first step, momentum kicks in. The fourth step is setting deadlines, even artificial ones. Procrastination thrives when there's no time limit. "I'll do it later" easily turns into tomorrow, next week, or never. One of the simplest hacks is to create small, time-bound blocks. For example, work for just 25 minutes, then take a 5-minute break. This trick, known as the Pomodoro technique, works because your brain finds 25 minutes far less intimidating than "I have to finish everything today." The fifth step is to challenge your rituals. Many of us have little habits we feel we must do before starting work. Making the perfect cup of coffee, curating the right playlist, setting the perfect vibe. At first, these routines feel like preparation, but often they're just elegant ways of procrastinating. The truth is, ideal conditions rarely show up. If you wait for everything to feel perfect, you may never begin. So ask yourself honestly, are these rituals helping you focus or just delaying the start? The sixth step is overcoming perfectionism. Many people delay starting because they're waiting for the perfect idea or the perfect moment. But beneath that excuse is fear. Fear that the result won't be good enough. The problem is, no masterpiece is born perfect. Every great work begins as a messy draft. So allow yourself to start ugly. Write rough notes. Sketch poorly. Do the easiest part first. The seventh step is to drop multitasking. Multitasking feels impressive. We like to think we're handling many things at once. But in reality, the brain can't fully focus on two important tasks simultaneously. What you're actually doing is constantly switching focus, and that drains energy. Try writing a report while replying to chats. You'll notice neither gets done well. Often, multitasking is just a cover for procrastination. The eighth step is shaping your environment. Sometimes procrastination isn't about laziness, it's about distractions in your surroundings. A cluttered desk, buzzing notifications, or an uncomfortable chair can all make escaping into other activities more appealing. The solution doesn't require a picture-perfect workspace. Just make small adjustments. Tidy your desk enough to focus, silence notifications, or move to a quieter spot. The ninth step is dealing with fear-based thoughts. Often, what holds us back isn't the work itself, but the mental chatter before we even begin. What if I fail? What if it's not good enough? Maybe I can't do it. These thoughts create excuses for delay, but they're only shadows, not reality. The way to handle them isn't to banish them, but to act in spite of them. The 10th step is rewarding small progress. Our brains crave instant gratification, which is why we run to distractions like notifications. They deliver quick rewards. Big projects, on the other hand, take time before they pay off. So, we need to train our brains to enjoy the small steps of real progress. Celebrate after writing 2 pages. Acknowledge yourself after 30 minutes of focused work. The reward doesn't have to be huge. Sometimes a simple, nice, I moved forward today is enough. These micro celebrations teach your brain to link satisfaction with progress, not fake busyness. Over time, big projects stop feeling intimidating because you know every small win counts. So, procrastination in the mask of productivity is one of the trickiest traps. We feel busy, but we're not moving toward our real goals. The good news is breaking out of this cycle isn't about waiting for massive motivation. It's about taking small, consistent steps. Recognize your patterns, set priorities, break things down, and reward progress. Change doesn't happen overnight, but each small win builds momentum. So the real question is, which of these 10 steps will you start with today? Remember, a tiny step is infinitely more valuable than a giant plan that never leaves the page.